What if I told you Steal a Brainrot is more than just a Roblox game? In fact, what if I told you it's one of the biggest and most profitable games ever? Would you believe me? Well, in just a few months, 25 million people were playing this game at the same time. No other Roblox game ever pulled that off. Not even Fortnite came close. And it's making the developers rich.
I'll be spending thousands of dollars.
I bought this $10,000, $100,000 Steal Brainrot account.
I just never understood why it got so big. I mean, there's been tons of Brainrot games, but none of them made $11 million a month, especially since their game is free, with no ads, no memberships, or battle passes. And yet people are still spending money on this game like they're betting on black. I mean, it's the most basic design ever. You spawn in a map with 7 other people, go to their bases, and steal their stuff without dying. Brainrots make passive income with their own currency, and you can still make money offline. There are free updates, but the ones you pay for are much better, especially if you buy luck, which is what the majority of pay-to-win players buy. It's such a simple design, but it's similar to gambling by how addicting it actually is. The constant risk-reward decisions players need to make fills them with a dopamine rush, especially if you keep dying over and over again. Spending your parents' credit card to get stacked becomes a lot more tempting, because higher luck means you get more money means you get better items means stealing is easy, and easy stealing means more money, and so on and so forth. Because when you can literally pay Robux to break someone else's defense, people are going to do it, especially if it's only 99 cents each time. But isn't this game literally a model that has been done before? Well, don't forget, our generation is I don't know how, and I'm not quite sure why, but 6'7", Tung 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 Sahir, and Skibbity Toilet, which is copyrighted, are all staples in Gen Z. The Brainrot industry is full of the most disgusting, stupid AI slop imaginable. Creators are making millions off of kids' dead brain cells. So when you mix a decently successful game format with arguably some of the most popular figures on social media, it's only a matter of time before it blows up. The developers were honestly genius, and they thrive off admin events, where an admin will literally just pop out of nowhere in the server and create rainbow events, blood moon events, asteroid events, taco rain events, neon cat events, crab rave events, tung tung attack events, 4th of July events, candy events, and like 20 more where they'll literally spawn the most popular Brainrots. But players need money so they can actually afford them, which means the devs get even richer. Again, it sounds stupid, but you need to remember, there's really kids who consume Brainrot content daily, so creating a gamified version of that is perfect, and the devs never have to worry about paid advertising. Outside of the posts the owner, Spider Sammy, posts on his social medias, they have an entire community on every platform to handle that part. The amount of YouTube channels that only started a couple months ago about this game is insane, and they're making double your parents' salary from this game. Whether it's, I spent 67 days in Steal a Brainrot, making kids cry on Steal a Brainrot, $0 to $1 trillion using shark-only Brainrot. Thousands of videos like these have accumulated multi-billions of views on YouTube total. And that's not even including the content on Instagram, TikTok, and even Facebook. If you want to learn more on how Steal a Brainrot is taking over social media, comment 2 blocks and I'll drop a vid on it. But with all that said, how did Steal a Brainrot make such a large jump, even over the previous #1 game? Grow a
Garden. A game? Today in Grow a Garden, there is some flaws in Growing Garden that should just be deleted. Today's Roblox Grow a Garden video. This is a $100,000 Roblox Grow a Garden account.
Grow a Garden is, well, growing a garden. And what started off as a friendly competition later turned into a full-out war. Grow a Garden was huge in early 2025. They even set the previous record of 21 million active users in June. But times were changing, especially when they had their entire communities on the line. Grow a Garden needed to adapt, and Steal a Brainrot was hungry for growth. So on August 23rd, 2025, the devs announced an official admin abuse war between the two games. This is like the admin events I mentioned earlier, but on steroids. Players were going back and forth between the two games because there was never a rivalry to this scale on Roblox before. And after it was all said and done, Steal a Brainrot peaked at 20 million active users, and Grow a Garden peaked at 22 million active users, overall winning the war for now. But this also broke the record for most active users on Roblox. 47.4 million players were on at one time. That means 89% of Roblox users were playing those two games during the peak of Roblox. I'm trying to tell you guys, we are witnessing history in the making. The Steal a Brainrot devs saw how successful the event was and dropped so many more that I talked about earlier, slowly but surely building the popularity of their game. And that's why just last week, on October 11th, Steal a Brainrot reached 25 million active users. Well, that's at least part of the reason. The other reason is that even Fortnite licensed the right to make their own version of it.
In today's Fortnite Steal the Brainrot video, steal the Brainrot for the next 24 hours.
Steal the Brainrot is one of Fortnite's biggest maps.
Last video, I spent $2 billion at the Brainrot machine.
Instead of being called Steal a Brainrot, they titled it Steal the Brainrot. Big stuff. But this game is pulling crazy numbers. They're expanding each other's networks. The only difference is that the original creator makes money no matter what platform it's played on. It's a win-win-win, especially when Fortnite's Steal the Brainrot peaked at about 180k active users. So while we don't know how much money they gained from that, it's safe to say it's a lot of bread. But that said, even with Fortnite, Grow a Garden, social media is helping Steal a Brainrot grow. It wasn't an easy climb to the top. Tung Sahir, one of the most beloved characters in the Brainrot community, got copyrighted by the owner. This Noxa guy on TikTok. I mean, look at this little guy. Noxa forced every single Roblox Brainrot game, Brainrot videos, and other Brainrot content to remove it before he claimed their own content. I might even get copyrighted for putting this in the video, but the community was furious. I honestly don't think I've ever seen so many people comment an angry player 456 from Squid Games ever. Like, it's literally on every single TikTok this guy posts. The fanbase takes this stuff very seriously. But the controversy blew up everywhere, indirectly boosting the player count on Steal a Brainrot, aka giving the devs even more money. They ain't need Tung Sahir anyway, but that's light compared to what else the devs gotta deal with. Since they don't come up with every single Brainrot, there's tons of Brainrot creators reaching out asking for even the tiniest share in revenue, to which they decline most of the time. But even those who created the idea of Brainrots want a part, which I think is a little too far now. But the devs also had beef with Fortnite at first. Steal the Brainrot on Fortnite was originally a fan-made version, meaning they just made it without asking for any permission. But after it gained a lot of popularity, the fans started calling them out, claiming they stole their idea, which, I mean, they really did. And with companies like Fortnite, they rely on having a good image, or at least a decent one. So they had to come to a conclusion. And I'm not really sure if the devs threatened Fortnite or they just had a logical conversation, but one thing led to another and now Fortnite licensed the idea, meaning Steal a Brainrot gets paid from Fortnite now. But there's complications on how Steal a Brainrot actually gets paid. You see, unlike Fortnite, Minecraft, or other individual games, the Steal a Brainrot devs aren't the only ones getting paid. The way Roblox is designed, every time someone pays for an item in the game, most of that goes to the game developer, Sammy, but Roblox gets their cut, whoever designed the 3D software gets their cut, and potentially any other side characters who created music or something like that gets a cut. So the founders may be making 40 to 60% of the total revenue, which isn't bad at all for 11 mil a month. It's just a little unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is the fact that Steal a Brainrot got caught up in the Bombardo Crocodilo controversy. Yes, it's a literal crocodile airplane. But a lot of videos that use this Brainrot say hateful things in Italian, making fun of Palestine and Gaza people and their religion. This seamlessly harmless Brainrot literally drops bombs on their children. So once the internet caught wind of this, things got very controversial, and rightfully so. Yet, the game remained unbothered, still keeping the crocodile airplane. But Fortnite, Tung Sahir, and the crocodile airplane aside, some people just strongly hate how popular it is, really just hating on their success. Because remember how I said it was already a popular format? Yeah, I wasn't joking. Still a country, still a YouTuber, still a baddie, and hundreds of more games literally have the exact same format. Some people view this as a scam, but I think it's genius. He saved thousands of dollars by seeing a popular format and finding a gap in the market. He's making the most money he's ever seen, doing less than he ever has. It's the definition of work smarter, not harder. And nobody's hating on the rest of these guys using the format. I'm pretty sure the only thing this guy has to worry about is designing Brainrot characters, updates, and banning hackers. Instead of hating, people should honestly just learn from him and find other areas they can get rich from. Steal a Brainrot's quick rise to the top comes with a price. Their audience just got more out of hand. YouTubers are recording new glitches to steal from other people's bases. Some servers will literally have everyone gang up on the new guy until they stole all their stuff, and the community is just getting toxic. People are now paying real money to buy private servers so they can avoid getting bullied in public lobbies. And I'm not gonna lie, if I see you in my lobby with a 6-7, I'm coming for it too. The staff try their best, but when you gotta deal with thousands of people ruining the game, it just gets tough. Especially with how serious some people take this game. Yes, it's very easily to get emotionally attached to a game, but screaming like you're literally gonna die is just wild. Some kids really need to touch grass, but it does make for some viral content though. I mean, sheesh. There's literally whole compilations solely based on kids raging. But only being a couple months in, some fans support the level of growth, and some see it as unethical and unauthentic. But let's be honest, if you take one look at this game, it's clear they never wanted it to be authentic. And authenticity doesn't pay bills most of the time. But then there's most fans, who honestly have no idea why the game is blowing up. Like, for real though, why has it blown up? Yes, I went over how Fortnite, admin events, Grow a Garden, YouTubers, and the Brainrot community itself have big contributions. But even with all that alone, it doesn't explain how it had enough clout to boost how much money Roblox itself makes per month, break the active user record, boost Roblox to 47.4 million active users, and get in the top 10% of engaging Roblox games in a matter of months. Somehow, this game proved that using memes to go viral can outpace high marketing budgets. Like how GTA 6 has a $2 billion gaming budget. Obviously GTA will make much more money, but compared to the little work the Steal a Brainrot devs put in, their work to profit ratio is exponentially higher. That means much higher. Because it does not take a decade to make Steal a Brainrot. This game shows a bright future for meme-driven games. We can surely expect more cross-platform rivalries as well. New Brainrot characters might even be pumped out faster since the creators know there's a chance it could land and Steal a Brainrot. But there's also going to be much more copywriting. It's like a double-edged sword. People don't play about their money. But still, why is Steal a Brainrot so dang popular? Well, what if it's psychology? What if the reason is because the game devs understand how cooked our generation is, even better than ourselves? I mean, are you not at least a little concerned with how a game designed to rot our brains is the most popular game right now? It's kinda scary, and whether we admit it or not, this is the next generation. We have terrible attention spans, we're lazy as crap, and we love video games. The Steal a Brainrot devs expose the truth we don't want to admit. They turn dumb chaos into a genius design that makes millions. It's so smart it's actually scary. Almost as scary as Netflix's current subscription prices. I mean, $17.99? Ooh! Click this video to see why piracy is bad.